I love it. I love it. This is the first thing you must do every single morning. Okay, girls? Get yourselves moving. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm going to swear here today, girls, but I don't care if you feel like, oh, you wake up and you're like, oh, okay, get me my coffee or get me my whatever. Get the blood flowing straight away. Get up, do jumping jacks. Hello, Karen, all the way from America in the evening. Welcome, gorgeous lady. We were just doing a little bit of a circulatory little thing going here. All right. We must do that. Okay. And if I get a chance, I'm going to share with you girls my rituals that I do every single morning because it is important to be able to see and know, because so many women don't understand it. They don't know. Like they say, I'm doing everything I can, but things are not happening. Well, you are everything. So you need to nurture, just opening up, some more women are jumping on. So you need to nurture you. Okay. So that is the first thing I want you guys to do every single day. Just jump out of bed. I don't really care. And do the Mel Robbins 5-second rule. If you're lying in bed and you don't feel like getting up, well, you know what? Lie there and say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and jump out of bed. Do not hit that snooze button. Do not hit that snooze button. All right. That is the first thing, girls. And if you're not doing it, then start freaking doing it. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you all just a little bit about myself. Hello, Des. Welcome, gorgeous lady. I've got the Curves girls in the house. Gorgeous ladies. Okay, so just a little bit about me. Okay, you all know who I am, but and I don't know if all of you know my little story, but I'm going to quickly share a literally 2-minute story of why I do what I do. When I was 6 years old, my dad died. Okay. And I remember we used to always go to this market. And when we went to this market, my mom used to always buy us little fries, chips with gravy, right? And and I remember going to the market. It was like a treat for us, right? I remember going to the market one day, and and I was walking. I looked at my mom and I said, "Mom, I said, are you going to buy some chips today?" And she turns around and she says, "No, no, not today. I only have $20 to last us for the week." And we didn't know any different back then. We thought, "Oh, okay, cool, right? Yep, okay, Mom, no worries, all good." Anyway, we go into the market, and as we walked into the market on the left-hand side, there was a beautiful lady standing in front of the window of the restaurant, and we knew the restaurant owner, and she was buying, sorry, girls, I'm unable to get in. Sorry, girls. Sorry, my beautiful ladies. I'm just sending her the. So as we went in, there was a beautiful woman with her 2 little kids standing next to the window where, to buy food and stuff. Anyway, she bought food and she noticed the poor mom that she didn't have enough money, or she didn't have the money. I can't even remember. I don't even remember the actual details. And when she was standing there and she saw that, my mom saw that. My mom walked over to her and my mom handed her her last $20. My mom handed it over to her, and I'm watching this. And I'm like, oh my God. And the woman did not want it. She kept pushing it back, pushing it back. She says, no, no. And my mom grabbed it, put it on her heart. I don't know what my mom said to her, right? And I get emotional every time I think about it. Whatever she said to her, the woman's face changed. It was like a feeling of freedom. And I get emotional every time I say it. It was like a feeling of freedom, right? And I remember that face. And my mom came back to me and I said to her, I go, Mom, why did you give her our last $20? And my mom turned around. I always get choked up here. My mom turned around and said, God will always provide for us. God will always guide us. He has our back. And it was that moment as a child. I remember it. We all have defining moments. A defining moment is when you can remember an event that a real strong emotion is connected to it. And for me, the reason why I do what I do is because I love seeing that face of freedom in a woman's face. And so many of us, right? And I was there too, right? And I'm still evolving. We're always growing every single day, girls. Don't think that you're going to become this next version of you and that's it. No, you need to keep evolving, keep becoming another version and a better version and a better version as you keep growing, moving forward, right? What I sell is freedom wrapped around NLP and timeline mindset coaching, transformational coaching, freedom. Now, I want to ask you this. The first question that I'm going to ask you, girls, is this, is how much do you embody what it is that you want? And what I mean by that is if I'm selling freedom, this isn't a sales call, but this is just an example to share with you all. If I'm selling freedom, then I must embody freedom in all areas of my life, in my relationships, in my home, in my business, in my health, in my everything. Feel free. I know someone that hired a gardener to embody freedom. I know people, I hire people to help me, assistants and stuff to do stuff for me so that I embody freedom. So it's embodying who it is you want to become on a consistent basis in all areas of your life. Or are you the person that just embodies it in some areas and not in all areas, right? So that is my story of why I do what I do. And I absolutely love what I do. It's inspiring. And every time I coach someone, I coach myself because we learn from that, right? We learn from that. Now, I'm going to get you girls to be sharing, and all that stuff. And we're going to have some fun, today. We're going to laugh. We could even cry. We could even, we've already danced. So we've ticked that one off the box. We'll dance again. Don't worry. But I just want you to know that, you're a woman who's, okay, you've created success, right? Maybe on paper, your life might look incredible. The business, the title, the achievements, all of that. And some of you might even have a business, some of you may not have a business, and you just don't know what to do, right? Inside, you feel like something is missing. You feel like there's a spark that's just not lit there, right? And it needs to be surfaced. It needs to be reignited. Or there's just clarity that you're missing, right? Of where you want to go, what it is, Now, you're here because you sense that there's more. Okay? There is no accident. There is no, everything happens for a reason. You're all here for a reason, right? You know that, you sense that there's more alignment, more ease. There is more fulfillment out there, right? Not out there, it's all in here. I shouldn't do that. A deeper way of showing up that doesn't feel like you're performing or you're constantly proving, right? And this isn't about you fixing yourself, okay? It's about freeing you. It's not about fixing you, it's about freeing you. And today is about identity, okay? Because your results always match who you believe that you are, right? So let's begin by grounding in that you're not stuck. Stuck is just a feeling. I need you girls to know that. You're not stuck. Words label things, and it's the meaning we put on them that determines how we move forward in life. Stuck is just a feeling. You're just living from an identity that you've outgrown. That's all, right? Now, this masterclass today, it is for that high purpose driven woman, who feels like, first of all, let me just rephrase something. The high purpose driven woman, right? I had a couple comments saying, oh, I'm not one of those high purpose driven women, blah, 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 blah. They think that they put a label on that identity. They put a label on that a high purpose driven woman is that high class woman who, no, my mom was a high purpose driven woman. I learned to be who I am because of my mom. We had no money. We struggled. We did. But the one thing that she taught me was never give up. Our scars, girls, are our teachers. Our lessons, we know that. However, the more energy we keep putting ourselves back, reminding ourselves about those scars, the more energy we keep reliving the past and we keep giving away, right? So we want to live now. We want to live in the present and be the woman that we want to be. So you're the woman who's now ticked all the boxes, let's say, right? But you still feel unfulfilled, right? You've lost a little spark. You've lost a little spark, right? You're thinking, I'm doing everything right, but something is still off, right? There's something bigger inside me, but I don't know how to unlock it. And that's where I was. That's where I was. And that's why it's so important to have a mentor or someone that you're able to, that has gone down that path, right? I'm not here to pitch to you girls right now to tell you you must have a mentor, you must have a coach, but I strongly believe in that. You don't have to choose me, but I strongly believe you need someone, because let me tell you, having someone hold your hand is friggin' incredible. I have had one and I still have one for nearly 20 years, and I will not stop. I will always go with a mentor who has what I want. Once I receive that, I move on to another mentor because I grow again, evolve again. Okay. It's like this. It's Life is very simple, but not easy. And what I'm going to share is this. It's like you've got a tightrope. You got a tightrope and you're at the start of the tightrope. And if I told you, if you walk across that tightrope, but there's all fire and lava and craziness going on underneath it, if you walk that tightrope and you get to that other side, and it's not even that far, it is so simple. You will have everything that you ever dreamed of. Everything. Absolutely everything. The money, the house, the oh my goodness, the fulfillment, the everything. And so you think, yep, okay, I'm going to do this. And you start walking the rope and fear kicks in and you come back. We're wired to be safe, to feel safe. So the fear kicks in, you come back. So now having someone by your side, you walk the path, you turn around to run back, and I'll just use me. There's me. Say, you're not going anywhere. You keep going. If we fall, we fall. If you fall, I fall with you. We fall together. But I've got you. You fall, I'll grab you. I fall, you grab me. We're going to get there to the other side. That is what it's like, and it's about having someone there to guide you and help you. All right. Now, um, some also feel like their knowledge, right? That they can't share their knowledge, their brilliance, right? And even though they have a strong calling for it, they just can't seem to get it because either they fear, they feel they fear judgment or even failing, or could it even be succeeding? Because let's just say, some people think I'm fearing failing, but it could possibly be that you fear succeeding. Because let's say once upon in your time, you succeeded. That was me. I had a business once, the Curves business, and I succeeded. And then I fell ill and I had to shut it down. So in my eyes, I failed. So why would I want to succeed again? That held me back. That was a massive block for me, right? It's these are the things that need to be uncovered to be able to move forward. It's the things that we want to see. We want to see what it is that we don't want. We want to see the stuff that the dark, our shadows, our shadows. We need to shine the light on our shadows in order to be able to see the light, right? You need to see the darkness in order to see the light. It's inevitable, right? And unfortunately, sometimes what happens, things happen in our lives, like it did to me back then, for us to see the light, right? Now, some have had huge success and then they self-sabotage themselves. And then they sometimes experience anxiety or even depression kicks in, right? And then you just feel burnt out. You just can't do it anymore. Now, I want to tell you girls something about anxiety and all emotions, and the work that I do, I will explain afterwards. But anxiety is a label. It's a label on an emotion that you've learned how to do from a little girl for the first time. You just need to go back, find the first time, heal it, let it go. It's all about letting go of the baggage that you're hanging on to. And then what happens is anxiety starts to diminish. Anxiety starts to just disappear, right? And you must allow yourself to feel fully, fully. And many people that experience anxiety, they feel it and they start to panic. What's wrong with me? What's going on with me? I want this to stop. Oh my God. But if you sit with it and you stop, your soul is here to experience. Allow your soul to experience whatever it needs to experience at that moment. Feel that anxiety full-fledged. Nothing will happen to you. There is nothing wrong with you. Feel it and allow it to transcend. Allow it to leave. And guaranteed 90 seconds, feel it. It will dissipate. It will just go. I had a client who suffered for a long time. I mean, we did some healing as well, which was amazing, but she had someone that she knew. That's what she told them. She had anxiety. We let go. We let go of her anxiety, but she had a friend who had anxiety. And she said to her friend, I just want you to just sit and feel it. And she did. And her friend was freaking amazing after that. She let it go. So some also fear of being seen. or lack of confidence. Okay. And remember what I said in my little videos? If you saw my little videos, it's not the confidence, girls. It's way more than that, right? Many even simply just stay in their comfort zone. I've done that. You just stay in your comfort zone, right? And you fear of challenging you. They fear of challenging themselves because of the unknown, because they don't know where they're headed or where to go, what they're gonna do, right? They're not clear on their horizon. And some even just lose motivation, right? And they just lack finding their passion again. And a lot of people, what a lot of women, we're talking to women here, a lot of women, what they do, they say, oh, I'll just go and get a Pilates. Yeah, I'll just join a Pilates, that'll make me feel better. I'll just, yeah. So they go and they join Pilates and they're doing the thing and they're still not, it's just not doing it for them, right? So what that's actually doing is she's trying to do something to make herself feel happy. What she's doing is she's seeking external validation for her own self-worth. She's trying to find something to make her happy. You cannot do that. You must bring the happiness within you first, right? So let me ask you something. Now, girls, if I look at this way, it's because I've got my chat box up, I've got another computer, so I'm not ignoring you, okay? Because I want to see what you girls are going to say here. So let me ask you guys something. Have you ever felt like no matter how much you achieve, it never feels like enough? You all feel that? Is anyone in the chat box? Yep. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Or you keep hitting invisible ceilings. You keep hitting invisible ceilings, your income, your relationships, or your confidence, and you just can't explain why. Or you just don't see what it is that you really, really, really want. Is that you? Have you experienced that? Fuck yeah. Abso-friggin-lutely. I'm looking there because I can see it's a bigger screen. Oh my goodness, there's my arm again. It always does this to me. So we all experience that. Yeah, haha, I love that. Let me just pop up the chat box here so I can see what's going on. Yvonne, yes, yes. It always, yes, yes. Warm up, yes. Haha. Everyone is yes, yes, yes. Of course it is. And it's important, girls, for us. Actually, let me rephrase. Let me just say this again. It's not because you need a better strategy. Let me just get that clear. You do not need a better strategy. Okay. It's because the identity that you're operating from was built from survival, not expansion. You're not broken. You are not friggin' broken. You're just living from an outdated identity. And the only problem here is that you don't know how to change it. That's all. And then you'll change it, and then you'll get to another level, and then you're starting to get the gif. The magic starts to happen. Now let's talk about something. I want to just mention very quickly about the two versions of you. Okay. We've got the ego self, and we've got the authentic self, right? Now, the ego identity is the version of you that's been proving yourself, performing for approval, striving for external validation, saying yes when they mean no, overworking, overthinking. But the authentic self is grounded. She is certain. She is powerful, right? Without even trying. She is driven by vision, right? No fear at all, free from anger, sadness, hurt, guilt, fear, anxiety, shame, and constant self-doubt. She is not there. You were conditioned into your ego identity. You were born as authentic. Oh my goodness, it's very windy outside. Oh my goodness, that's okay. We're all good. Very windy. So it's about it's those are the two versions of ourselves, and we are only in there because we have been conditioned. All of our beliefs, all of our stories that we tell ourselves are not even ours. They're our parents and their parents, and they were just passed down to us, right? And what you do not cut off now, what you do not solve now, your children, if you have any, or your future children, will have to solve it in the future. So what you're doing is you're breaking generational tribal cycle, right? By just doing this work on yourself. Now, let's look at this external validation in a more more, how can I say it, a better example for you girls to see what I'm talking about. Okay, so now first of all, you achieve something, all right? You feel momentum, you feel that high momentum, right? You still feel a little bit empty, so you set a new goal. You set a new goal, but that doesn't do it. So then you achieve the goal, right? So then you repeat the cycle. That is the loop of external validation. And it's why your nervous system is always on edge, and why your joy feels fleeting, and why you're constantly wondering, why don't I feel like myself anymore? Or why can't I figure this out, right? Girls, success got you here. Regardless, whatever you feel or think, or if you're focusing on all the negativity, remove that. Success got you here, but fulfillment is going to get you further, right? Fulfillment is going to get you further. I want you guys to ask yourself this question, okay? Ask yourself this question, right? And this is a question I want you girls to really, really have a little think about, all right? And the first part of the question, I want you girls all to put it in the chat box. Just tell me, right? This is about you seeing the identity that you've been living in, okay? Now, just ask yourself this question, okay? Where in my life am I performing? Where in my life am I performing? Where are you performing? Put in the chat box. Where are you performing? In your business, in your relationship, cooking. You love cooking so much, or you love exercise. I'm performing in my health. I'm exercising all the time. You know, where are you girls? Where are you? Where in my life? And ask yourself this question: where in my life am I performing? Right? Tell me where in your life are you performing? And make it as simple as I said before, cooking, running. I'm performing in my running, which is part of your health. I'm performing where? My health and wellness. Renata, yes. Absolutely. Karen, business, TikTok. Yes, go Karen. Andy, volunteering. Giving feeds the soul, girls. Nadia, as a mum and wellness. Yes, Lynette, family. One of my most important values. Family. Yvonne, your cracker business, your business. Yes. And this is amazing, girls, because you can see where you are performing. Now, I want you to answer this question, but not on the group chat. I'm going to give you girls a couple minutes, right, to answer this question. And for you to answer this question, I want you to just take a deep breath and be honest. This is your moment to see something, okay? Where this is an important question, and I need you to hold the answer somewhere, because you're going to need that answer for another exercise that we're going to do. Now, all of my masterclasses, girls, are not just a masterclass of information. You do stuff when you come with me. You do things in my masterclasses. You roll up the sleeves and you dive in. And this is what I want you to do with this question. Write this question down. Where am I playing small to feel safe, accepted, or validated? Where am I playing small to feel safe, accepted, or validated? And I want you all to just take a couple of minutes. I'll play some beautiful music. I'll just give you a couple of minutes to just have a think. Okay? Have a think.
Can you say it again?
I can say it again. Yes, I can. Absolutely. Let me jump back on here. All right. The question is, where am I playing small to feel safe, accepted, validated? Where am I okay? Where am I playing small? Where is it? Where am I playing small to feel safe, accepted, and validated? All right. Just gonna play a beautiful song for you girls. You can hear this song. Can you hear the song, girls? Let me know in the chat box when you're done. Okay, so let's keep going, my beautiful ladies. Now, I want you to hang on to that answer, okay? Because you're going to need it for another exercise. I want to just share something with you girls. My inner freedom to thrive method is all about the shift that we're making today, okay? And the core of everything that I teach. It's about awareness. The first part is about awareness, okay? You must see the identity that you've been living from. The second part, or let me explain a little bit more about that. Imagine a woman, okay, who constantly undercharges in her business, and she thinks it's a price issue, right? But the truth is, her identity is saying to her, I'm not enough. I have to prove my value, right? Now, awareness isn't about judgment. It's about honesty, right? And the second part, right? First, we need to become aware. The second part is about releasing. Let go of what's trapped within you. And that is all those emotions that I shared before. There is anger, sadness, hurt, guilt, fear, anxiety, shame, self-doubt. There are more, but those are the 7 that I help let women release them. Okay. And we're going to hear from a couple of women actually in the group today, just a couple little in regards to how they feel when they've just released all of that, right? So, and then the third part is embodiment. Embody the identity of the woman that you are becoming, right? So when you release, right, imagine now that woman, right, the example I just gave you. Now imagine that that same woman finally sees that that she's been carrying resentment either towards her parent or a fear of being seen, right? When we release what's trapped within us, right, through the deeper inner work, we free up space, right? We free up space. So then the woman no longer reacts from survival. She responds from power. You don't need more confidence, ladies. You need to release the version of you who doesn't believe that she's enough. All right? And it's crazy because when you release her, you let go of her, it's actually really sad. You go through sadness. It's like you're grieving. It does. But then when you step into that powerful woman that you choose to be, that you desire to be, that you are here to be, wow. And at the end, if we have time, or if we do go over 10 minutes, if you all are happy, I would love to do a visualization, a little activation with you all as well to send you off to just seal the deal today. All right. Now, this is where this woman now becomes is the woman that she is becoming, right? So she starts, what is it that she believes now? How does she make decisions, right? What does she tolerate or walk away from? You don't have to wait to feel ready, girls. You build readiness through action, right? You build readiness through action. That's it. Now, I want to ask someone in here. Where's my Lana? I'm going to throw you under the bus. I always do that. I love you so much. You know that. Let me unpin myself. Where is she? What's it like working in a group? Oh, she's there. She's there. She's there. I love her so much.
Sorry, I'm dealing with a domains crisis. My domains and emails have stopped working and everyone's carrying on like pork chops. Anyway,
What I want you to let these women know is working in an environment of women, girls, it's gold. Like right now, you are in proximity of like-minded women, right? When you hear from someone and you hear their pain or whatever, it doesn't have to be pain. You hear their successes, or you hear stuff and you look at it and you say, "Oh my God, that's me. That's just like me. I'm going through that too." When you're listening to that, right? And you're being guided to step away from all the noise that's in here, the empowerment that you have being around women. We just did an 8-week program, which I don't know when I'm going to do that again, but we just did an 8-week program. And I just want, Lana, I want you to just share with the girls, what was it like to continuously be hanging out with incredible women? Can you hear
so
me?
sorry, there's something come onto my desk that's quite important.
Lana is doing
Sorry.
working and she's on here, so she's that's
Sorry,
all right.
can you say that again?
Yep.
Sorry, everyone's at me this morning.
Share with all the girls, just if you like, I'm throwing you under the bus. Share with all the
Mm,
girls, what was it like in that proximity of women, being able to just be surrounded
mm.
by a bunch of women and doing the work that
Yeah, I mean it makes the journey a lot easier and yeah, being surrounded
and the,
by
doing
hmm
and the work that we were doing.
yeah, the work, yeah, 100%. Sorry, I'm not really on my game this morning. Um,
That's
but
okay.
yeah,
She's also working, so we need to give her some grace here. That's all right. I threw you.
yeah, I still have to run a business. This time is tricky for me. But I'm trying to make it work
That's all
ish.
right. You go.
Um,
Oh, you're on. That's
but
okay.
yeah, it was amazing. Yeah. I've grown a lot in the last 10 weeks. So yeah, thank you.
Girl's exploding in business, in her life, and everything. Good job. Go, go,
Mhm.
sweetheart. She's still on here. She's committed. She's on.
I'm
She's
trying.
you're doing great. You're doing great, beautiful lady. And girls, it's really powerful when you're together with women like this. Now, we're gonna do a little exercise right now, okay? And this exercise is gonna be very, very potent. Okay. So I want you all to have your notebooks and your pens. And I want you all to just, when you're doing this, just breathe through it. Okay. And what I want you to do is this. All right. I want you to take just a blank paper And I want you to write on top of it that answer that you had before, where you're playing small. What the answer that you wrote there, I want you to rewrite it on top of this page. I want you to write it on top of this page. All right. Now, once you've written it on top of this page, what I want you to do is we're going to take this a little bit further now. What you've written there, we're going to take this just a little bit further. Okay. I want you to now draw a line down the middle of the page. Just draw a line down the middle of the page. Okay. And now on the left side of this, where you've drawn the line down on the left side, I want you to answer this question from what you've written up there. We're going to go a little bit deeper than that right there. Okay. You're seeing that. That's just the surface. But the question that I want you girls to answer is, what do you believe is really keeping you there? Okay. What do you believe is really keeping you there? I'll give you some examples. I've written down some examples here because I really want to give you girls a really good example so that you can actually have a really think about. Okay. So keeping you from sharing your knowledge, holding back your brilliance. Is that what it is? Is that what it's doing? Is it keeping you from fearing judgment? Is it keeping you shrinking to stay safe? Is it keeping you in your comfort zone, making you choose familiarity over freedom? Is it keeping you from your passion? So those are some examples. And I want you girls to just write down now what you feel it is keeping you, what you feel is keeping you there. Okay? What do you believe is the real reason why you're there? What's really keeping you there? And just type in the chat box, done, when you're done. I just want to help you a little bit more, okay? I just want to help you girls a little bit more. I'll go a little bit deeper than that because I really want you girls to go in deep today. I really want you to walk away with something really powerful today, okay? So let's take that first example that I shared with you. What you believe is really keeping you there. So keeping you from sharing your knowledge, holding back your brilliance. What is really keeping me there? If I fully share what I know, they might see I'm not good enough. So that's what's keeping her there. Now, let's look at the next example. Keeping you from fearing judgment, keeping you shrinking to stay safe. What's really keeping me there? A fear of being rejected or abandoned. If they see the real me, I will lose love, credibility, and safety. The other example, keeping you in your comfort zone, right? If I grow too much, I'll lose people, or I won't know who I am anymore. Or keeping you from finding your passion. If I change direction now, I'll lose everything I've worked for. Or it's selfish to want more when I already have so much. So go deeper on what you had before. Those are, I wanted to share those examples. All right. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Just put in the chat box done when you're done, ladies. Actually, don't write done. Write, give me a heart. Because I see the done above. I just want to make sure. Give me a heart when you're done. All right. Go. Beautiful. Beautiful, girls. Beautiful. Okay. So now what we're going to do, you've written on the left side that one part. Now on the right side, I want you to write the opposite. And I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you, I've written down examples so I can share with you girls to help you out here. So on the right side, I want you to write the opposite and breathe when you're doing it. Allow whatever to surface and trust what surfaces, girls. Always trust what comes through. That's you starting to understand, starting to come from creative consciousness, not reactive consciousness. Worrying about out here, you're starting to come from within. Okay. So on the right side, okay, so let's look at the example, keeping you from sharing. So on the left side, I've written, if I fully share what I know, they might see I'm not good enough. So on the right side, it could be, I speak with clarity, confidence, impact, and grounded power. And I share from the heart what I know is valuable. And you speak with meaning, girls. The next one, the other example, which the negative was, I fear of being rejected or abandoned. If they see the real me, I will lose love, credibility, and safety. And the right side, the opposite, could be, I am fully seen. Unapologetically, my authenticity is magnetic and I am aligned. And speak in the present like it is now, not I am now receiving this, because what you're actually telling the universe is that I don't have it yet. We want to command it. We want to declare it. We want it now. We are now. Okay. The next example, keeping in the comfort zone, if I grow too much, I'll lose people or I won't know who I am anymore. On the right side, you could say, I grow with excitement and expansion. I'm courageous and excited to meet who I am becoming. Okay. And the next one, keeping you from finding your passion. If I change direction now, I'll lose everything I've worked for. On the right side, my passion is my compass, and I honor what stirs inside of me. I am alive. I am home. I reclaim my spark. Okay. So I'll give you beautiful ladies a couple of minutes, okay, to do that. And just now show me a star in the comment box. Okay. A star. How are we going? Belinda, you still going, darling?
No.
You're in. You're in. Yes, you are. Beautiful. All right. Okay, perfect, perfect, girls. So let's go on to the next step. So now that you've written on the right side the opposite, I want you to now go back to the left side. And as you read on the left side, I want you to just imagine the woman who is that. And I want you to imagine, what is that woman, if she lets go of that, what is she stepping away from? This is about the woman. What is she stepping away from? I'll give you some examples here. Okay, this is on the left side. You're looking at the side where what's really keeping you there. But if you let go of that, who is that woman that is letting go? And what is it that she is stepping away from? So I want you to write on underneath there. I want you to write, I stepped away from, write that down now on the left side underneath. I stepped away from, and then I'm going to give you some examples. Then I want you girls to really do a deep dive here, because this is where more starts to surface of what's really, really keeping you there. So I'll give you some examples. The one that was, if she fully shares her knowledge, that example, I stepped away from hiding and shrinking, feeling scared and believing that my knowledge isn't good enough. Another one, the one who was the fear of judgment. I stepped away from hiding and living up to others' expectations and holding back my truth because vulnerability felt unsafe. Staying in your comfort zone. I stepped away from playing small and dimming my light, feeling like I have been left behind. Finding your passion. I stepped away from staying in the safe lane, suppressing my desires out of guilt and fear. So I want you girls, take a few moments. I stepped away from, describe what it is that she is stepping away from. And really go deep in it, okay? Really allow yourselves to go deep in it, in there. All right, I just want a show of hands. Who's loving this? Who's seeing things that they're like, wow, yeah. Because this is stuff that girls, we don't do the reflection on ourselves enough. If we did it every single day, we would be fucking powerful. All right, I'll give you a couple minutes, go. And in the chat box, give me a little emoji face, your favorite emoji face, okay? Oh, hang on, girls, before we go on, Roxanne. You got your hand up, beautiful girl. Or was that an accident? Was that an accident? No, okay. All right, girls, I'll put on some beautiful music and you just
Let your music taste shine.
Uh, how we doing? Two, three. It's very windy here. Give you a couple more minutes. Des and Belinda, you guys done? Just checking. Yes?
Yep.
I didn't see your little emoji. That's all right. Okay.
Actually, I think it's still sending because I'm in a really bad area here. So,
Oh, that's okay. All good. That's okay. Perfect. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. Because this part is really important, what you just wrote down. And the next part is really important as well that you're going to write down. Okay. So now what I want you gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful women to do is go on the right side. Okay. That's that side for you guys. It's opposite for me. So go on the right side. And what I want you to write on the right side is on the top, write this down, and I stepped into. Okay? Just write that down on the right side, and I stepped into. Okay? And I want you to look at what you wrote above that. Okay? Who is that woman stepping into that? I want you to just look at that woman stepping into what you just wrote above. I stepped into above that. And I'll give you some examples. Okay? The one about sharing the knowledge, okay? And I stepped into confidence, trust, and letting my brilliance shine. Another example, and I stepped into fully being seen and fully safe. My authenticity is magnetic. I expand to feel aligned. Another example, and I stepped into trusting in my growth with courage, passion, and impact. And the final one, and I stepped into letting my passion lead, choosing authenticity and honoring my truth. Look at the woman who is stepping into that. And I want you girls all to write that down now. And I stepped into, and finish that as you see what it was above it. Okay? And I'll give you girls a couple of minutes. And this time we're going to put on there a secret favorite word of yours. Could be love, could be brilliance, could be something inspiring, something beautiful, a word that is, it lifts you up. How's that? All right. When you're done in the chat box, I want you to put a word that lifts you up. All right, girls, go. How we doing, girls? Oh my God, Des, you make me laugh, but you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. I'm gonna get you to share soon, you know that. Yvonne, trust. Lynette, home. Absolutely home. This is home, girls. I'm looking at the messages here. I'm not avoiding you. This is home right here. Right, Lynette, that's beautiful. That touched me when I saw that just now. That is absolutely beautiful. Where are we here? Where are we? Renata, becoming. Oh, powerful. Because that never stops. We consistently evolve. We ascend, we grow, right? Becoming. Nadia, energy. Oh, girls, friggin' oath, energy, bring it on. What I said, every morning, jump out of bed, do 10 jumping jacks. I don't care, push-ups, do it all. Karen, enlightenment. How beautiful. How beautiful is that? You girls are brilliant. You girls are so, oh, Roxanne, joyful. You're so gorgeous. Andy, growth. That's inevitable. Growth. Girls, we are growing consistently, and we're going to hear from Andy too. We're going to hear from all of you. You're going to step out of your comfort zone today, girls. Okay? So now what I want you all to do, and you're all going to share something. Okay, let me just remove my pin because I need to see your little faces. I want you all to share this. Now, the first thing I want you to do is on top of your page where you wrote that thing that you wrote on the top, that thing that you believe was keeping you small, I want you to cross it out. Just put a cross on it. Put a cross on it. That's done. You don't need to go there anymore. Now, the first thing you wrote on the left side, I want you to cross that out too. Cross it out. Now, what you're all going to do, and I want to see, and I'm going to throw you all under the bus here. Who is going to be the first courageous woman? Before I share the next step, I need someone to come up as a volunteer. Who is going to put their hand up and say me to do something? Karen, you are a gun. Can you please unmute yourself? You are unmuted. Beautiful. Now, Karen, what I want you to do is, thank you so much for joining us all the way from America, you gorgeous thing. You're amazing. What I want you to do right now, and I want you to read this with meaning. I want you to read nonstop what you wrote on the right side. So you've crossed the one thing out. Then I want you to read what you wrote on the right side. Then go down to the next column, read what's on the left side, and then the final one on the right side. And I want you to read it straight through. Go. And read it with conviction. Go.
Shine on stage, giving wings to people to soar into higher consciousness creation, building ladders for climbing into fulfillment. I stepped away from excuses that kept me hiding, judging myself to not giving enough, and I stepped into full authenticity, honoring my truth.
How does that feel?
Feels awesome.
It feels awesome. Now, before I tell you girls the next step, I want you all, now this beautiful lady has put her hand up first, all the way from America. You're all going to get a chance, and I want you all to share yours. All right? So if no one says next, I'm going to start picking. Who's next? Who's next, girls? You got 3 seconds, or I'm going to pick. 1, 2. Emily! Emily is in the house. Unmute yourself.
Hey, ladies.
All right. Share with us, gorgeous girl. So share what's on
So,
you.
yeah.
And
No, what do I share? Can you go through that again?
absolutely, absolutely. So you've crossed out the top thing that you've written down, that you are not playing small. Girls, that's out the window. Fuck it off, okay? It's gone.
Yeah.
No more. That's it. Done. And then you've crossed out the one that's on the top left side. Cross that shit out too. Okay?
Yeah.
Cross it out. So now what I want you to do is read what's on the right side of that, then go down, read the left side, and then read the right side. With meaning, girlfriend. Give it to us. Come on.
Okay. What I create is incredible and might just be what is needed in this world. I stepped away from staying safe from judgment, and I stepped into creating more safety as I take action to show up in alignment and with self-respect.
Woo-hoo-hoo. How does that feel saying that?
Yeah, to be honest, quite activating. Like maybe like the nerves, the excitement, quite activating in the body.
Now, girls, and I'm going to do this with each and every single one of you, okay? Karen, yours was okay. Yours was perfectly done. Not that yours isn't perfectly done. I want you to change something. I want you girls to speak in the present, okay? And as we're doing this, you might want to shift and change yours before you actually say it. The part where you said, read the first bottom left one. What might be? You said something about what might be women want. Can you read the bottom left one?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Emily. Yes.
Oh, sorry. I said what I create is incredible and might just be what is needed in this world.
Okay. Might just she's got it. She's an incredible coach.
Yeah.
Might just be. It fucking is.
Yes.
It is. It is.
Fucking is.
It
Yeah.
fucking is. And you want to put fucking in there, girls, you put it, because fucking is just a friggin' word. We've been conditioned to think that it's, oh my God, that's just passion coming out. I have what fucking women need, because women need what I have. Right? Women need what I have. I'll read this one here. I speak with clarity, confidence, impact, and grounded power, and I share from the heart what I know is valuable. I stepped away from hiding and shrinking, feeling scared, and believing my knowledge isn't good enough. And I fucking stepped into confidence, trust, and letting my brilliance fucking shine and be seen. Girls, this is your affirmation. Fucking make it as powerful as possible. Step on that pedestal and be the goddess that you friggin' are. Emily, that's frigging amazing. And there's another little thing I want you to change. As I take. The last one that you spoke about, as I take. Read the last one. You've got it now. Let's share it so the girls can actually
I'm like, I want to redo this whole thing.
Yes, you will. Tell me and then you're going to redo it.
I said I create more safety as I take action to show up in alignment and with self-respect.
So as I take action is telling the universe that I'm not taking action yet. I'm not taking action now. Girls, you're getting the gif. As you can say it as actioning, or you can say it as I'll let you, whatever, it's got to come from you, from your heart. It could be not as I take action, when I take action. Make it as powerful as possible, that you are here, you have got this, and those women are out there. Girls, let me tell you something. If you are a person who doesn't know what they want to do, if you're a person that has a business, or you have a person, whatever it is, you solve a problem regardless. You solve a problem regardless. Become that. Become that. Because when you don't become it and you still stay on the sidelines, what you're doing is you're disservicing the world. You're here for a purpose. It doesn't matter what it is. You're here for something. And the longer you stay here, guess what? The people that God, I'm a God girl, universe could be for you, that the universe has put there for you to help are still waiting. When we can step out of the reactive consciousness and step into the creative consciousness, guess what? The world is your oyster. You expand. You can do whatever you feel you want. You choose your desire to do. You must embody her. Go. Emily, I want you to read it from the start.
What, adjusted?
Adjusted.
Okay.
Already adjusted. Go.
All right. I create incredible, amazing programs and support for women in this world. And I step away from feeling safe by not, I guess, showing who I am and feeling that judgment. And I step into creating more safety and showing myself just how amazing I can be, and the self-respect I have for myself through action and through alignment. And yeah.
Did you change the whole thing? Did you just change?
I just wanted to change it up.
So
Try and make it sound more present.
I love it. So I want you to really zone in on that. And when you said with safety, I want you, not with, don't ever go outside of yourselves. It's in you, not with. With means it's next to you. It's out here. Change that. It
So
is
like I am safe.
that with what was that sentence? I can't remember the whole thing. Where the word safety was in. What was that sentence?
I create more safety as I'm taking as I take action.
So I'm creating. No, I am safe. I am aligned, and I am in fucking purpose. I am, those the very powerful two words. It's what comes after it that is very, very powerful. You know, sometimes people say, oh my God, I'm such a fucking idiot. Oh my God, I'm such a this. I'm that. Be careful what you say. Be the gatekeeper of your mind. Your subconscious takes all information in. It does not reject anything. It doesn't know if you're joking. It doesn't know if it's real, right? I choose what movies I watch. I choose what music I listen to now. I choose what I allow in my beautiful, precious mind because my subconscious, this is my world. I choose, right? Well done, Emily. Now we're going to keep moving. Girls, are you okay if we go 10, 15 minutes over? Because I really want to do that activation with you all. Is everyone okay with that? Yes? Beautiful. Andy, you've done it before, but it'll be a little bit different. And we're going to hear from you too, gorgeous girl. Okay. So Emily, thank you, gorgeous girl. I love it. She's put her all in and it feels empowering. And girls, when we finish this, what I'm going to tell you is every friggin' morning, every day, you put it on your phone throughout the day, you look at it and you fucking say it. If you have to walk outside and dance it or do it, you know, in my mornings, when I do my walk on the beach, I have my things in my ear. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I do and I listen to it. My voice recorded with music, my own. Hint, hint. Okay? So I have to get into the car in 10 minutes, but we'll Zoom on phone. Okay. Will you be able, but I'll try, I might need to listen from the car. I might struggle, beautiful. Okay. The activation, girls, you won't be able to do it from the car, and that's okay. It will, and that part won't be recorded. We're going to be cutting that off there. Because it's a real deeper little thing that we do there. So I don't record that. So you need to be present for that. And that's okay if you can't. So let's try and move quickly. Nadia, you share first, my beautiful girl. You share next. Share your little thing. And I'll just run through all of yous very quickly. And you can all fix up your own. You get the gist of it now. We use that guinea pig.
I said, I've stepped into, I am confident, I am trusting my heart and feelings, letting my passion lead, honoring my authentic self, strength, honesty, setting goals and executing.
Oh, you friggin' rock, girlfriend. You.
Thanks.
And I want you to change one thing. You said, I am confident. I love that. How about I stepped into confidence? Be it, become it. Renata, it's the becoming, what she shared, right? Nadia?
Oh, my pen ran out.
Oh, you've got this. That was friggin' insane. That was amazing. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, beautiful girl. All right. Andy, let's go. You're next. Not yet. Not yet. All right. Lynette, my gorgeous girl, tell us, what have you written? This is a CRM girl, girls. So if you need any CRM happening, this is the woman. All right. You need to reach out to her. All right.
I have 3 points here lah. So I'm stuck into my quiet strength are valued and where I am expressed deeply without being rushed. And then being rushed.
Yes.
This could be a mentor who respect my pace and in a small trust community. And my own creative process where I feel aligned with my purpose.
Yes.
The 3 points.
Yes. Yes. Beautiful. I like. Say it and bring it with every single day. When you say this, Lynette, you feel it. You own it. This is you. Okay. This is you. I love it. Beautiful. All right. Where are we? Roxanne. Roxette, you go, girlfriend. Show us your stuff. I love this woman. Oh, you're muted.
Muting. Hello, everyone.
There you are.
I'm at work at the minute, so I've been off and on, which is unfortunate. But anyways, I'm here. So what I create is to align with my passions without sacrificing my work-life balance, which is what I'm fighting for all the time, I feel. I continue building relationships with full authenticity. And when I take action and make a difference, I step into being magnetic, joyful, and my vibration is high.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So I stepped into what did you step away from? Because you got to say those words. And I stepped away from. See the woman that you've stepped away from. Girls, this is important for the activation. Make sure you know what she looks like. The woman that was there that believed that she was playing small, or that she, whatever it is, oh my goodness, I can't think, couldn't share her knowledge. The woman that, know what she looks like, and then know what the woman looks like who is in power. So Roxanne, I want you to add those words, right? That's okay. The replay is going to be put up, girls, for 48 hours for you all to go through this again. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I've written down stepping away from questioning my confidence, fears, and safety. Pretty much.
Yes. And I didn't understand. Thank you. That makes it more clear. That's perfect. Perfect. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Next, Belinda from Warrandyte. Let's go, girlfriend. All right. What's yours?
I actually need to rewrite mine. I have scribbled out, rewritten. I've got paragraphs and arrows everywhere. You know what I'm like. I take a while to put it all into the words and how I want to say everything. So I actually need to rewrite it.
Okay, that's okay.
I can give you a flash of all my...
You're so gorgeous. Tell me what you stepped away from, and just tell me what you stepped into. Just give me a rough, it doesn't matter, because I need to know what she looks like in both sides.
Well, I'm just stepping away from the feeling of the heaviness and shame. Yeah, the guiltiness, the stuff that makes me hide who I can actually be.
Yes. And girls, hold on one second, Belinda, that's fucking powerful. And that's stepping into vulnerability. And Belinda, I am friggin' proud of you. And I honor you for sharing that with us and for trusting us here, right? And opening up. That's friggin' beautiful, right? So girls, allow yourselves to go this deep. Really see the stuff in there. We call it the ugly stuff, the shadows, this that we don't want to look at. No, this. Let me tell you, you want to look at it, because those are your lessons. When you look at them, you propel forward. Where did you step into, Belinda?
I'm stepping into some new beginnings, a new strong self within myself, with my self-motivation into new health and confidence, loving the new powerful acknowledgement of what I can achieve.
You are rock and rolling. So I want you to look at that last part, what I can achieve, what I have achieved.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what you've achieved, girls, is your power, right? Is your power. It's not us waiting to achieve stuff that we're so powerful because of the stuff we're waiting to achieve, or remember, that's again, external validation cycle. It's that thing that I shared before, right? It is, you have achieved, right? Renata, thank you, Belinda. Renata, give it to us, girlfriend.
Right. Okay. Mine's short and sweet. I stepped away from being judged, heard, sharing my ideas, as it keeps me from keeps me from feeling safe, unexposed, and loved.
Oh, and I stepped into?
And I stepped into experiencing freedom to be my true self, full of power, passion, and love.
I freaking love that. That is so beautiful. You missed the first part. Always say the first part above I stepped away from. The first
I thought I did. Okay, I stepped away from. Sorry, I thought I had
so
been judged.
above that. What did you write on the top right?
And I stepped into.
Oh, no. Hang on. So the part where, and this is important, girls, you got to write all these three things. You got to write the opposite of the negative. You got to read that. So on the top, you made a cross of something. And then on the top left, you made a cross.
Oh.
And then on the right, I speak with clarity. I want you to tell me what you wrote there.
Oh, the very top one that I crossed out.
No, you don't cross out the right one. You just cross out the left one. So you should write on the left and then the opposite of it on the right. So I'll give you the example. So let's say, okay, so finding the passion part. Let's look at this. So you've written that on the top. What's really keeping me there? Oh, if I change direction now, I'll lose everything I've worked for. So you've crossed that out. And then I said, right on the right side, what is the opposite to that? My passion is my compass, and I honor what stirs inside of me. I am alive. I am home. I reclaim my spark. I stepped away from staying in the safe lane, suppressing my desires out of guilt and fear. And I stepped into letting my passion lead, choosing authenticity and honoring my truth. Okay, so those are the three things, girls. You got it, Renata. And the one thing that I want you to change, Renata, is, you know, when you stepped into, or you said at the start about, I am confident.
And I stepped into freedom.
Freedom and?
Powerful, being powerful, passionate, and loved.
Where did you say I am?
True self?
Where did you say the part I am confident? Read that sentence.
There's no confidence there.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, I wrote it down. Maybe I'm hearing things. There you go. Well, that was perfect then. That was perfect. What you just stepped into. That is perfect. Perfect. So you girls got that right, those three sections together. They're your thing you need to read consistently. Not just I stepped away from. I want you to write what and who, the opposite. Right. My passion is my compass. And read that. Then I stepped away from and I stepped into. Acknowledge where you were, because that allows you to see how far you've come, right? Renata, that's beautiful. I love it. Very powerful. The words you've used are perfect. You're right. You've got it? Yes? You've got yes? All right. Now, Yvonne.
Okay, good to go. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, yes.
I am meeting new people who support, I learn from, excited for growth, positive power in shared energy. I stepped away from my self-doubt and stopping myself from letting go of fear while being frustrated, thinking what others see me as because I look to be happy and successful. And I stepped into confidence and success, being seen and I'm safe, trusting I'm being shown, successful transformation of tapping into my authentic self with happiness and pride in myself.
Gold. There's a couple things only. That is it. When you said I stepped into whatever, my self-doubt, take the word my out, because you're actually attaching it to you. It was mine.
Okay, yep, gotcha. Yep.
Get that out. And the part where it says, and I am safe, that's beautiful. How does it feel? And see how it feels, girls, when you say it. Does it feel better when you say, and being safe? Or, and I am safe? Whatever resonates the most for you. All right. And the part at the start, I want you to change it to, I meet new people.
Yes. In the present moment. Yep.
Beautiful. Love it. Now, Des, we're going to just do quick shares, girls, and then we're going to get on to this. I want to share with you guys. Just Des. Share with me yours. No, you're not ready yet? That's okay. You can put it in the group. All right? You can put it in our messenger group. Yes. Lana's probably busy. Andy, are you ready? All right. Let's do it, girlfriend.
Can you hear me? Because my headsets wasn't working yesterday.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear. This woman, guys, I just have to say, is
No.
is incredible. Yes, I am. She's incredible. Just incredible. Go.
All right, expecting fantastic growth and surprises in abundance, allowing myself to learn and grow and make mistakes. I stepped away from holding myself back and not allowing myself to succeed, staying small with no expectations, not allowing myself to grow and breathe, judging myself, not being good enough or deserving of success. I stepped into new amazing experiences and surprises, growing every day. I am abundance and belief and knowing I'm enough. I am success.
Oh my God, you are gold. See, that's what I mean. She's incredible. That is amazing. Well done, Andy. Girls, I want you to read this every single friggin' day. Lana, you can share yours in the thing. Have I missed anybody? I've got everybody because I really want to get moving forward, okay? Now, I want to share something with you girls very, very quickly, okay? I just want to know something, girls. Who's enjoying this? Who's loving this part right here, what you have written for yourselves? I just want to hear. Put in the chat box. I want you to put in the chat box right now. What is the word describing what you've just read to yourself? One word that describes what you just read to yourself. Is it empowering? Is it inspiring? Is it fucking magic? What is it for you? Put the word that you believe what you've just read about you sums it up. What do we got? Oh yeah, staying for activation. Oh, you're staying for activation. Good. So belief, freeing, powerful, empowering, freedom, faith. Oh, Lynette. Girls, this is a bet. Trust. Yes, Des. Trust. Girls, this is really strength, Yvonne. These are empowering words, very empowering words. And be, really proud of yourselves for just doing this little exercise. And this is just a little grain of stuff that, oh my goodness.